Okay, well, it's been a bit since I last uploaded a video, but I have some older footage that I've just been sitting on of me doing some chunk tasks and whatnot in order to get further in the grind, but yeah, mostly just been wood cutting and fire making for the being able to chop down the yew and burn the yew as well. So just been sitting here at the willows, chopping away, chopping away. We'll get to it, but we'll see that I also did some hunting of imps in order to be able to cook a chicken, because they drop a chicken, so, you know, gotta cook it. But yeah, just working on the goals that we have for the chunk, and it's a lot of willow cutting, and been picking up some mining air runes, of course, in order to build up the rune stack and be able to work on training my magic. So yep, here we are, just chopping away. We're gonna get there, even if it takes a while. We're gonna get to the being able to chop and burn, even if it takes quite a while. So we're just working on that, and yeah. And so that's what's up. We'll then see that jumped to my bank in order to put away stuff and go hunting imps, as I recall, and try to get volume recording and whatnot. But yeah, we're just working on it and trying to improve video recording and everything. I know it's not the best at right now, but trying to get better, do more stuff, be more interesting to watch. But yeah, here I'm going hunting after them imps. The imps are always so fun, but also frustrating to fight against, because so often they will hop out of your chunk when you're killing them. They'll just teleport right out because they've got... And then the other fun part is, because of how Lumbridge Castle is, you can sometimes just run out. If you aren't paying attention, you'll just run out back behind, and yeah. So I've also started killing men in the downtime just for some XP, as I'm waiting for the singular imp in my area to respawn. Get some bones, get some of that, and yeah. Here we are killing imps. Yep. So just hunting for raw chicken and egg, but here we are back again. Got an egg and off of a imp, so am able to go turn that in for Cook's assistant. And yeah, that's why I paused, is because the imp had come out and I was able to kill it and get that drop. So yeah, that was another chunk thing done. Chunk task completed. And so found out that I didn't have the pot of flour, and I hadn't turned it in because I tried making it bread, I believe, or something like that. So needed to also be hunting the pot of flour for Cook's assistant at this point, but basically just trying to do things and have fun with them. So oh yeah, and I've been training my magic on the imp, because gotta be using those air and mind runes that we're getting. But yeah, here you see me trying to run out of the back of Lumbridge rather than forward, so here I'm correcting in the chunk picker task that I thought I had passed off, but I hadn't, so I just real quick corrected that. And yeah, just same old grinds, trying to kill the imp, trying to be real careful if I go back around. Yeah, don't leave my chunk, and if I do, well then that kill on that imp, I just leave the loot on the ground, because he escaped. And wouldn't want to pick it up, so just killing imps. Lots of fun, that. Yeah. I'm gonna try posting a bit more regularly. I don't know how much it will be, and I may have lost some footage of some stuff that happened, and so I'll be trying to figure that out, figure if I lost the footage for some of the more recent chunk stuff, but if I did, you'll probably see a bit of a recap the next episode that just shows what I, maybe not exactly what I did, but kind of a quick refresher for that. So here I decided, this is one of the things I sometimes did for trying to cook food, is just made a campfire, but burnt my bread there rather than getting it all good, so just lots of wood cutting and lots of dropping stuff. So got some pot of flour in order to be able to turn that into the cook and advance cook's assistant a bit further. The most difficult quest in the game, cook's assistant. Nobody can ever do it right off the bat. It always takes a lot of effort in order to be able to do it. But yeah, got cook's assistant done and got that taken care of. So lots of good things there. Yeah. Yeah. Just doing quite a bit of fire making. I've found that doing it this way lets me use up all of the inventory of willow logs that I've got, which is kind of fun and entertaining, but kind of also a pain. But here we go, close to a level. I believe that was the U logs. Yes. So now just gotta get wood cutting up a bit higher, and yeah. I was trying to open up one of the PvP worlds, but unfortunately I don't have the stuff required for it, because I figured that the bank might be nice for being able to bank wood rather than just having to burn it all or run up to Lumbridge Bank. But yep, basically I decided, I'll keep burning stuff and whatnot, and yeah. And so, and that was me getting that level 60. So I just got that level 60, so now it was time to go chop and burn that yew log. So it's gonna be a bit with the axe that I have, but gonna be working on chopping the yew tree in order to be able to get it, because it's just there in the bottom of the chunk. Trying to get some of the plugins a bit more organized, even if they aren't perfect, but gonna get them a bit better eventually. And there we go. I just chopped and burnt a yew log there, so that is a chunk task complete. And with it being a free-to-play Chunckman, that was perhaps the biggest heavy grind to get done here. We still have to do all the fun stuff with the chicken and cooking chicken, but that gets the pain part out of there, because have taken care of the big skill grind. Now it's just a matter of getting the imps to die enough so that I can get the drops from them to be able to cook something as a level 1 cooking requirement. So just gotta gear up and go kill me some imps, and that's all I gotta do. So this is gonna be much more fun for me than just clicking on a tree and chopping, but yeah, got some good time investment here of killing the imp. It's as I talked about earlier, not always the easiest with them bouncing out, especially behind. And sometimes another fun thing is sometimes that they bounce behind in such a way that it isn't actually blocking you from being able to do anything with them. It's just, yeah, so like they aren't all the way behind the castle, they're just some way. So then don't want to be forgetting my mind and air runes, because those are important things in order to be able to keep doing stuff. It's a good way of training my magic for relatively free, yeah, by just grabbing them from the mage tutor. Not the most riveting content, but still good stuff nonetheless. So, and here goes the hunt for those imps, for the drops to be able to cook something. So, yeah. Just training my strength up, and eventually I'll be swapping back. But here we go. We've got 2 chickens off of killing imps, and as about a 50% burn rate at level 1. It should be able to get us there. And there we go. We just completed our first chunk on a free-to-play Chunckman. Got all the tasks completed with that cooked chicken. So, lots of fun things ahead. And we will see exactly where that all goes. Just completed the last step. And so it's time to roll a new chunk. So, yeah, here we go. I got all the tasks that are feasible, so we roll a new chunk, and what do we get? We get the Lumbridge farm. So we just go up north. This has the cow pens, the chicken farm. Yeah, just stuff immediately north of Lumbridge. So we've got to cook a cake. And yeah, basically it's gonna just be a lot of killing cows and chickens for meat in order to be able to cook it and get a high enough cooking level to be able to make a cake. Because with bottled flour and now eggs and and sheep shear. At least I think that's in this one. But yeah, we've just got not that many, but a bit of a grind for stuff, and yeah. So no new best in slot or anything like that, but good way of getting feathers for now. We have a way of getting high quantity of feathers. It may not be the fastest, but we at least do have a way of getting feathers if I never get to a store that sells feather packs or anything. So yeah, I just get to killing some farmers. Then I realized that they didn't really have anything that I really needed. None of their drops are really unique and free to play. And the stuff that I need is cooking. So I start off with killing chickens. I'll bounce between chickens and cows, and with the cows I'll keep the leather so that I've got some stuff for crafting for whenever we get there. But yeah, just moving away, killing lots of chickens and whatnot, and then I'll be cooking them, and yeah, working my way to level 40 cooking. So yep, here we go. Here's where I was talking how I'll bounce between the chickens and the cows and just be doing that and getting stuff. And of course I'll be burying the bones, because might as well be trying to get what prayer XP I can, and it doesn't take too much time away from this, so we'll just be working on getting all the XP that I can. Taking advantage. Probably gonna cut out. But yeah, just grabbing stuff, and then I'll be working on my cooking, and here we go. The cooking montage of levels from cooking all these chickens and cows. Yeah, we're seeing mostly chickens so far, but we'll get to the cows all the way up to level 40. And here we go. Here we are. Last inventory of meat needed to cook in order to be able to get up to level 40. And then we're gonna try cooking ourselves a cake. There we go, level 40. We can cook cakes and lobsters. So I mix everything up in the cake tin, and then I try cooking it, and I burnt it. So now I've got to hunt another pot of flour from. Here we go, hunted down another pot of flour. So trying to cook a cake, and there we go, we cooked the cake. That is the chunk task that is needed, completed, and there we go. So we now roll the next chunk, and we get the Lumbridge mill. So this will give us unlimited pot of flours, and it will also let us do sheep shear. And yeah, that's where we'll leave off. So